The U.S. military has spent a huge amount of money to upgrade the F-22s. It's still unable to compete with the J-20. Technology is always changing with each passing day as China's new and sharp fighter jets such as the J-20 have successively debuted. The halo of the F-22 is slowly fading, especially with the development of modern communication, radar, and optoelectronic technologies. The once invincible god of war now also has to face challenges from a new generation of fighter jets. The U.S. military is certainly not willing to let the F-20 be eliminated, so they carried out major surgery on the F-20. The U.S. military placed a large order of $1 billion with Raytheon Company to upgrade the F-20 first. The infrared search and tracking system was upgraded. This system is a bit awesome. It can enable the F-22 to detect the whereabouts of enemy stealth fighter jets like an owl, without turning on the radar, especially when dealing with opponents like the J-20. Secondly, the advanced helmet aiming system was upgraded when in battle. Pilots wear this new helmet. They can aim at the enemy at any time, like playing a game in cooperation with short-range combat. Missiles. Pilots can lock on targets and launch missiles just by moving their heads. Save time and effort. The last important upgrade is a brand new data link and radio system. In the past, the F-22 had a small defect, that is, its communication system is relatively closed. It can only communicate with other F-22s. It is not convenient to share information with other fighter jets. Now the U.S. military plans to install a new generation of communication equipment, expand the circle of friends of the F-22, exchange information with all air platforms. Cooperation is more efficient, so can these upgrades enable the F-22 to defeat the J-20. Although these upgrades sound very powerful, but for the F-22 to fully compete with the J-20, I'm afraid it still falls short. First of all, the combat radius is too short. The original design intention of the F-22 was to target the former Soviet Union used on the European battlefield, so its range is not long, and the J-20 is designed for combat in the vast area around China. The combat radius reaches 2,500 kilometers, more than twice that of the F-22. If the F-22 wants to compete with the J-20 on a large battlefield like the Western Pacific, it will appear very passive. In addition, the stealth performance of the upgraded F-22 will be discounted. The infrared search and tracking system installed by the U.S. military on the F-22, this is originally a good thing, but due to the limited internal space of the F-22 fuselage, this system is likely to only be hung on the outside, that is, in the way of a pod. As a result, the stealth ability of the F-22 will be affected through this upgrade. Although the F-22 can make up for some shortcomings to a certain extent, but it is still very difficult to completely suppress the J-20, so I think the U.S. military may be more about extending the service life of the F-22, rather than bringing it back to the throne of the king.